Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, salam muafakat Johor, and I wish a very good morning to everybody that are watching my video for today. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself to everyone. My name is Muhammad Amirul Aiman with Aznizam. I study at Kolej Profesional Bandar Penawar. My ID number is 2107043 and I am from DLM3A. I am 19 years old. Before I start my speech for today, I would like to share a video with you guys.
Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale. Our greatest threat in thousands of years, climate change. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon. The world's people have spoken. Their message is clear. Time is running out.
The amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere now is 50% higher than it was in 1900. And not only are we piling in more and more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, but we are chopping down the forests of the earth at a great rate. And the forests themselves are the most efficient consumers of carbon dioxide that there are on Earth. We're going to destroy the ground because the soil of a rainforest isn't very good. We are actually tampering with the climate of the Earth and with the very atmosphere that we breathe. When we talk about the disappearance of the ozone layer, we don't know what will happen when the ozone layer goes. The world has become so fragile that we cannot subject the Earth to the tortures we can now inflict upon it. When we talk about the greenhouse effect, we're talking about something that affects the entire Earth. And these problems are life and death problems. They go to the root of the viability of the planet itself.
Do you guys agree with what the men say in the video? Maybe most of you guys will agree about what the men say in the video, and maybe some of you guys will not agree about it. But for me personally, I totally agree with what the men say in the video. So today I will share with you guys about a speech that I have prepared entitled How to Keep Our Environment Stay Clean and Safe. There are 3 steps to make our environment stay clean and safe. Firstly, we need to avoid to buy any kind of product that using plastic. Second, we must reduce the volume of energy consumption in our daily life. And lastly, we should also make the transportation that we use today more eco-friendly to the environment. Without any delay, I will explain in specific about each of the steps on how to keep our environment stay clean and safe. My vital point is we need to avoid to buy any kinds of product that using plastic. The reason on why I brought this issue is because The plastic waste can litter our ocean and threatening the life of hundreds and millions of the marine animals. According to the World Animal Protection official website in 2014, they estimated that 15 to 51 trillion of microplastic particles that were floating in the world's oceans. If any of you guys that do not know what is the microplastic is, I will share about it. Microplastic is the tiny pieces of plastic which came from the larger plastic that have degraded over time. To avoid ourselves from buy any kinds of product that using plastic, we can reuse reusable water bottles to reduce the amount of plastic bottles that have been thrown away. This action will make the demand for the plastic bottle decrease in the market if many people start to follow this technique. Next, we can try to use frequently the eco-friendly tote bag to carry your groceries when we go to the shopping because it can minimize the time we use plastic bag. Besides, we also can carry our own container to put the take-out food that we order. This is because most of the time the restaurant will put the take-out food that we order in the plastic container. After all, we need to avoid to buy any kinds of product that using plastic. Now, moving on to my next point is we must reduce the volume of the energy consumption in our daily life. This is because based on Save on Energy website, when we use the less power, we reduce the amount of toxic fumes that have been released by the power plants and protect the ecosystem from the destruction. So, to reduce the volume of the energy consumption in our daily life is we need to let the natural light to enter our house in the morning. The reason why I suggesting this method is because the natural light is more good and have many benefits to ourselves rather than the light that powered by the electric. We also can unplug the unused electronic to save the electric usage in the house because the electric still be used even when turn it off. Automate your energy saving and use energy efficient products to cut the bills, also a way to reduce the volume of the energy consumption in our daily life. We can control the energy that has been used efficiently, like put the device in the energy saving mode or turn off the device when we are not at home. Next, another point that I want to emphasize is makes the transportation that we use every day to be more eco-friendly to the environment. The main reason to make the transportation more eco-friendly is because it will reduce the release of the carbon emissions at the atmosphere. There were a few ways to make the transportation that we use every day to become more eco-friendly. One of the way is carpool with your friends to cut the number of vehicles in the road. Indirectly, it will help to reduce the number of the traffic jam in the certain most populated area or city. People also can use the public transportation to go to their workplace. This will make sure they will arrive on time at their workplace because the public transportation like MRT and LRT are always arrive on time. Lastly, we can drive the electric or hybrid car because it's more suitable to be used regularly. This is because the electric or hybrid car make less air population rather than the ordinary car right now. But the price of this car is high because this type of car still in development to be a better car in the future. We need to make the transportation that we use every day to become more eco-friendly because there is one of the steps that I find will make our environment stay clean and safe. So I can see that if we can cooperate with each other, we can save the environment before it becoming much worse. In conclusion, there are 3 steps to make our environment stay clean and safe, which are avoid to buy any kind of product that using plastic, reduce the volume of the energy consumption in our daily life, finally make the transportation that we use every day to become more eco-friendly to the environment. Indeed, having the clean and safe environment will make your life in more excellent way with other human beings. That's all from me. Thank you for your patience while listening to my speech. I hope you guys can take some of the idea that I have shared in my speech in your life. I also wanted to ask for forgiveness if I use harsh or bad word in my speech. I hope you guys will also watch my upcoming video. Bye.